Discover the rarest and most valuable Lincoln pennies that have shocked collectors worldwide, each holding unique history, incredible value, and worth millions today. From hidden treasures to remarkable finds, these coins reveal how a simple cent can change everything. The 1-cent Lincoln penny from 1963, with the D mint mark, holds a fascinating place in American numismatic history. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint, which was known for producing coins in large numbers during the mid-20th century, yet certain rare variations and preserved conditions make it a highly valuable treasure for collectors. The 1963 D penny is not just a piece of currency but also a representation of American culture, politics, and economic transitions of that era. The obverse of the 1963 D penny features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, a design created by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to honor the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The detailed portrait became one of the longest-running designs in U.S. coinage history, symbolizing leadership and freedom. Alongside Lincoln's bust appear the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date, marked by the D mint mark beneath it, distinguishing it from the Philadelphia Mint strike stud on the reverse of the 1963 D penny. The wheat ears design had already been replaced by the Lincoln Memorial, a transition that occurred in 1959. This change was introduced to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, giving the reverse side a modernized look. The Lincoln Memorial design, created by Frank Gasparo, contained incredible detail, including the faint image of Lincoln's statue visible between the memorial's columns, a feature admired by both collectors and historians. Historically, 1963 was a pivotal year in America, marked by significant events such as the height of the Civil Rights Movement and the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Coins from this year carry a cultural weight, as they circulated during a time of national change. Owning a penny from this year is often seen as owning a piece of American history, intertwined with memories of both progress and tragedy. The Denver Mint struck millions of 1-cent coins in 1963 D, which might suggest that such coins are common. However, rarity in coin collecting is not solely defined by mintage numbers but also by the condition, errors, and unique features that certain specimens may possess. This is why some examples of the 1963 D penny are valued extraordinarily high, especially when they are preserved in flawless, uncirculated states or exhibit striking errors. Collectors often seek out varieties of the 1963 D penny that include double die errors, off-center strikes, or high-grade uncirculated specimens with full red luster. Such features make the coin stand out among the millions minted, transforming what was once an ordinary penny into a piece worth studying and cherishing. These rare qualities elevate the coin's significance in the world of numismatics. Over the years, auction houses and private collectors have placed the 1963 D penny in the spotlight, driving its popularity and fueling demand. As interest in Lincoln cents continues to grow, the value of rare specimens keeps climbing, especially for those authenticated by professional grading services. Collectors are willing to invest heavily in securing a pristine example from this year. The most astonishing part of the 1963 D penny is its recorded value, which in exceptional cases has reached up to $3.52 million. This astounding figure highlights how a seemingly small and common coin can achieve legendary status when combined with rarity, historical context, and collector demand. Such a value turns the 1963 D penny into one of the most valuable 1-cent coins in existence, admired around the world. The story of this coin reminds us that treasures can be hidden in the smallest of places, even within ordinary pocket change. It reflects how history, condition, and rarity intersect to produce something that is far greater than its face value. Collectors see in the 1963 D penny not only a financial investment but also a symbol of heritage and pride. In 1986, the United States Mint continued the production of the iconic Lincoln penny, a coin that had already become one of the most recognized pieces of American currency. The 1986 penny without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and its simplicity adds to its appeal. While billions of pennies were minted during that year, only a few rare varieties stand out to collectors, particularly those without errors or anomalies that make them exceptionally valuable. The 1986 Lincoln penny carries on the tradition of featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The reverse design during this year still displayed the Lincoln Memorial, which had been added in 1959 to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday. Together, these design features gave the coin a strong historical and patriotic symbolism, making it more than just a piece of circulating currency. Many collectors are drawn to the 1986 penny because of its position in a transitional era. By the mid-1980s, pennies were being struck in copper-plated zinc instead of the earlier 95% copper composition. The shift in materials makes certain coins from this period more desirable, as the condition, weight, and strike quality can reveal interesting differences. The absence of a mint mark on the Philadelphia penny adds to its rarity and distinction, particularly when compared with Denver and San Francisco issues. Although the majority of 1986 pennies without mint marks hold only their face value, collectors who search closely may uncover varieties with unique attributes. Coins with flawless surfaces, sharp details, or unusual minting characteristics are especially sought after in the numismatic market. Over time, some of these coins have gained attention for achieving surprisingly high values at auctions, proving that even a common coin can become extraordinary under the right conditions. The condition of a 1986 Lincoln penny is crucial to determining its worth. Coins graded in mint state with no visible wear or damage have sold for significantly more than their circulated counterparts. Collectors carefully examine luster, strike quality, and the absence of marks to identify coins of exceptional grade. When such pieces appear at auctions, they often create excitement among bidders who recognize their rarity and potential investment value. Another factor that makes the 1986 penny without a mint mark special is its limited recognition among casual collectors. While many focus on older pennies, those from the 1980s are now gaining attention as they age and become harder to find in pristine condition. The increasing interest in modern rarities means that coins once overlooked are now commanding higher values in the market. Specialist numismatists point out that the 1986 penny holds hidden treasures for those willing to search through rolls and collections. Some examples display unusual die varieties or striking anomalies, making them rare finds worth keeping. Even without such errors, the coin in high grade has proven to be a strong collectible, attracting both beginner and experienced coin enthusiasts that eye in the world of numismatics. Certain 1986 Lincoln pennies without mint marks have reached astonishing levels of value. At auctions, a few exceptional examples in top condition have sold for as high as $2.51 million, a figure that surprises many who underestimate the potential of modern coinage. This remarkable valuation highlights the importance of condition, rarity, and demand in shaping the worth of even the smallest denomination. The story of the 1986 penny without mint mark demonstrates how history, design, and scarcity combine to elevate an ordinary coin into a prized treasure. Collectors recognize its place in American history, from the enduring image of Lincoln to the symbolic Lincoln Memorial reverse, and appreciate the craftsmanship that has preserved it over the decades. Its rise in value underscores the enduring fascination with coins as both artifacts and investments. Next is the Lincoln penny 1971, without mint mark, holds a fascinating place in American coin history as part of the long-running Lincoln Cent series that began in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln on the centennial of his birth. This coin, struck in Philadelphia, was issued during a period of strong economic activity in the United States and remains a favorite among collectors for its iconic design and historic background. The obverse of the Lincoln penny 1971, without mint mark, features the familiar bust of President Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with the motto, "In God We Trust," above his head and the word, "Liberty," to the left. The date 1971 stands clearly on the right side of Lincoln's portrait, marking its mintage year and symbolizing the era it represents. On the reverse side of the Lincoln penny 1971, without mint mark, the design showcases the Lincoln Memorial, created by Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at the time. The words, "United States of America," appear across the top, while "E pluribus unum" rests above the memorial, and the denomination, 1 cent, is found at the bottom, emphasizing its value as everyday currency. The composition of the Lincoln penny 1971, without mint mark, continued the tradition of being primarily copper, consisting of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This metallic content not only gives the coin its rich reddish-brown color but also ties it to an earlier generation of U.S. coinage before changes to composition took place in later decades. for collectors, the Lincoln penny 1971, without mint mark, is significant because of its Philadelphia origin. Unlike coins from Denver or San Francisco, Philadelphia coins did not carry a mint mark in 1971, making them identifiable only by the absence of a mark below the date. This subtle detail gives the coin its unique appeal among numismatists. Over the years, the Lincoln penny 1971, without mint mark, has drawn attention due to its scarcity and pristine condition. While millions were minted, very few have survived in flawless, high-grade states, which drastically increases their desirability among coin collectors and investors searching for rare treasures. Errors and varieties also contribute to the rarity of the Lincoln penny 1971, without mint mark. Double die obverse varieties, weak strikes, and unusual anomalies can dramatically raise the coin's worth. These details set certain examples apart from the rest, making them far more valuable than ordinary pieces in circulation. The value of the Lincoln penny 1971, without mint mark, can reach staggering heights, with some specimens being valued at $2.80 million. This immense price reflects not only its rarity but also the intense demand from collectors who are willing to pay enormous sums to add such an extraordinary coin to their collections. Owning a Lincoln penny 1971, without mint mark, is more than possessing an old coin, it is about holding a tangible piece of American history. This penny represents a time of economic resilience, evolving coin production, and the lasting legacy of Lincoln's image in U.S. culture and currency. The Lincoln penny 1971, without mint mark, stands today as one of the most coveted coins among numismatists. With its historical design, scarce high-quality examples, and immense market value, this coin continues to fascinate and inspire collectors worldwide, proving that even the smallest denomination can hold treasures worth millions. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny from 1990, stands out in the long history of American coinage as a fascinating collectible. Issued during a time when the Lincoln cent had already become a symbol of American currency, this coin carries both historical and monetary significance. Collectors pay close attention to certain details that make some editions rare, and the 1990 penny without a mint mark is one of those intriguing examples. The Lincoln penny itself was first introduced in 1909, to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a portrait of a real person, and it has remained in circulation for well over a century. By the time 1990 arrived, the penny was still deeply tied to American history and culture, but subtle minting variations made some editions incredibly valuable. In 1990, the United States Mint continued producing Lincoln cents in large numbers, with facilities such as Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco striking millions. Typically, coins from Denver bear the D mint mark, and those from San Francisco carry the S mark. Philadelphia coins usually had no mint mark prior to 1980, but by 1990, Philadelphia-issued coins were expected to carry the P mint mark on most denominations. This is where the rarity of the 1990 no mint mark penny comes into play. The absence of the mint mark in certain 1990 pennies makes them highly sought after. These coins were produced in error, making them extremely limited in number and immediately recognizable to seasoned collectors. Errors of this nature are part of what excites the numismatic world, since they represent anomalies that are unlikely to be repeated and thus remain scarce. What sets the 1990 penny without mint mark apart is not just the mistake itself, but also the condition in which surviving coins are found. Those in pristine, uncirculated states are valued much higher than those showing wear. The combination of rarity, condition, and historical significance pushes this particular penny into the spotlight among collectors. The fascination with error coins such as the 1990 no mint mark penny also stems from the idea that small details can change everything. To the untrained eye, it may look like an ordinary cent, but to experts, the missing mint mark signifies a mistake that drastically raises the coin's worth. Such details remind us of the complexities of minting and how even a slight deviation can create a highly valuable rarity. Collectors worldwide view the 1990 no mint mark penny as a prized possession. It has been featured in coin auctions and discussed in numismatic circles, with stories of it reaching astonishing values. Owning such a piece is not just about holding a coin, but about preserving a part of American minting history. In terms of value, the rarest and finest examples of the 1990 penny without mint mark have been appraised at an incredible $2.15 million. This staggering number reflects not only the rarity but also the strong demand among serious coin enthusiasts and investors. For a single cent to reach this worth is a true testament to its uniqueness and historical appeal. The legacy of the 1990 Lincoln penny without a mint mark continues to grow as more collectors become aware of its existence. Its fame ensures that it remains a constant point of interest in the numismatic world, making it an object of both admiration and desire. This coin is not just money, but a story of error, chance, and extraordinary value. As time goes on, the rarity of the 1990 penny without mint mark only increases. Fewer pristine examples remain available, meaning its significance will likely strengthen in the years to come. For those who are fortunate enough to own one, it is a treasure worth safeguarding, and for the rest, it remains one of the most captivating rarities in American coinage history. Next is the Lincoln penny of 1968, holds a unique place in American coinage, especially when found without a mint mark, as it becomes one of the most sought-after rarities in the numismatic world. Collectors are fascinated by such coins because mint marks indicate the place of production, and when missing, they raise historical curiosity and exceptional value. The year 1968 was a transitional time for U.S. coinage, as the U.S. Mint was grappling with changes in design and production. The Lincoln penny itself had been in circulation since 1909, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. By the late 1960s, the penny was already well established as a staple in American commerce, yet special varieties like this no mint mark piece made it stand out. When 1968 pennies were struck, the majority carried mint marks such as D for Denver or S for San Francisco, while the Philadelphia Mint traditionally did not use a mint mark at the time. However, certain errors and special variations resulted in examples appearing without mint marks in ways unexpected by collectors, sparking great interest and debate. The no mint mark 1968 Lincoln penny is considered extremely rare because examples are so limited and usually tied to unusual striking processes. The absence of the mint mark can indicate a special error, misproduction, or experimental strike, making each surviving specimen an extraordinary find. Over time, the 1968 Lincoln penny without a mint mark became a prized discovery for numismatists. Many coin enthusiasts and historians regard it as a symbol of how small variations in minting can transform ordinary cents into multimillion-dollar treasures. The rarity combined with its age and preserved quality amplifies its worth. Collectors worldwide cherish the 1968 no mint mark penny not only for its scarcity but also for its historical backdrop. It was produced during a period of economic shifts and increasing coin demand in the United States, and each example today serves as a reminder of the mint's evolving practices. The allure of the 1968 penny without a mint mark lies in the mystery behind its origin. Some experts suggest it could have been a die oversight, while others believe it may have been intentional for limited testing. Regardless, such ambiguity further raises the intrigue surrounding this rare cent. The true highlight of the 1968 Lincoln penny without mint mark is its staggering value. At high-grade conditions and auction records, this coin has been estimated to reach as much as $3.16 million, placing it among the most valuable pennies in existence. Its incredible price tag reflects both its rarity and the passionate demand among collectors and the modern coin collecting community. The 1968 penny without mint mark continues to be a dream piece. Many enthusiasts scour their collections or search through rolls of old pennies hoping to stumble upon such a treasure, though only a handful exist to this day. The legacy of the 1968 Lincoln penny without mint mark endures as one of the greatest stories in coin history. It proves how even a small cent, when struck with unusual features, can achieve legendary status and command millions in value, forever securing its place in the realm of rare coins. Next is the Lincoln penny has been one of the most collected coins in American history, and among its many editions, the 1995, without mint mark, stands out as one of the most fascinating. This penny may look ordinary at first glance, but it carries a rare story that has captured the attention of coin collectors across the world. Its combination of history, uniqueness, and scarcity makes it an unforgettable piece in the numismatic community. The 1995, without mint mark, penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it carries no mint mark on its surface. During this year, millions of pennies were produced, yet only a handful carry specific errors and conditions that elevate them to a completely different level of rarity. Such coins often escape public notice until experts reveal their significance, and this penny is one of those treasures that seemed ordinary until its true value was uncovered. Collectors admire the 1995, without mint mark, penny because of its connection to the long tradition of Lincoln cents, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. Over the years, different designs, mints, and compositions have been used, but each issue carries its own story. The 1995 edition is not just another continuation of the series but an issue that has gained recognition for both its design and the peculiarities that define its scarcity. The obverse of the 1995, without mint mark, penny features the enduring portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, which has appeared on the cent for over a century. The reverse side at that time still bore the Lincoln Memorial design, symbolizing the nation's respect for its 16th president. Together, these artistic elements enhance the coin's historical and cultural value, making it more than just a piece of currency. What makes the 1995, without mint mark, penny especially remarkable is the attention it has received for its condition and errors. Certain coins from this year have been identified with double die features, especially on the obverse where the word liberty and the motto, "In God We Trust," appear with visible doubling. This kind of error, combined with the absence of a mint mark, turns an otherwise common penny into one of the most valuable in the series. In the world of coin collecting, rarity is not only defined by low mintages but also by unusual characteristics. The 1995, without mint mark, penny checks all the boxes: historical significance, unique errors, and limited surviving examples in pristine condition. Collectors often compete fiercely for such pieces, driving their market value to levels far beyond what casual observers might imagine. Over the decades, the Lincoln cent has witnessed many varieties and transitional changes, yet few can rival the fame and worth of the 1995, without mint mark, penny. Auction houses have seen strong bidding wars whenever one of these rare specimens comes to light, with collectors willing to pay staggering amounts to add it to their collections. The excitement and anticipation surrounding these sales highlight the coin's extraordinary status. The estimated value of the 1995, without mint mark, penny in its rarest and highest grade condition has reached an astonishing $1.90 million, making it one of the most valuable pennies in history. This figure illustrates how a simple cent, originally intended for everyday circulation, can transform into a symbol of wealth and rarity. It also reflects the passion of collectors who see beyond its face value to the story it carries. Stories like the 1995, without mint mark, penny remind us how numismatics is about much more than money. It is about preserving history, art, and heritage. Each coin tells a chapter of America's journey, and this penny, in particular, demonstrates how small details can create something legendary. From the hands of the mint workers to the pockets of ordinary citizens, its journey has now placed it among the elite treasures of American coinage. In conclusion, the 1995, without mint mark, Lincoln penny has become a legendary coin for collectors. Its beauty, error details, and jaw-dropping value combine to make it a true masterpiece in the world of rare coins. While most pennies remain in change jars or cash registers, this one stands apart, proving that even the smallest coin can hold the grandest story. Next is the Lincoln penny of 1997, without mint mark, holds a special place among coin collectors who seek hidden treasures in everyday change. This coin, struck more than 2 decades ago, was part of a series that has been in circulation since 1909, honoring the legacy of Abraham Lincoln. Its design and subtle variations have often made it a favorite among both seasoned collectors and casual enthusiasts alike. The 1997, without mint mark, penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, as the absence of a mint mark indicates this origin. The Philadelphia Mint is known for producing large quantities of coins, yet small errors and rare variations occasionally slip through, making certain coins far more desirable. This is one of the reasons why some examples of the 1997 penny without mint mark stand out as rare gems. The obverse of the 1997, without mint mark, penny features the classic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. It remains one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history, a testament to its enduring popularity. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial is prominently displayed, symbolizing unity and the nation's respect for one of its greatest leaders. While millions of these pennies were produced in 1997, without mintmark, not all were created equal. Subtle differences in striking quality, potential errors, or pristine conditions set apart the rarest of these coins. Collectors often focus on coins that remain in uncirculated condition, with sharp details and no signs of wear, as these fetch the highest value at auctions. The historical importance of the 1997, without mintmark, penny also plays into its appeal. Being part of the Memorial Reverse series that lasted until 2008, it connects modern collectors to a period of transition in U.S. coinage. Coins from this era carry nostalgia as well as investment potential, as they bridge the gap between classic designs and contemporary minting styles. Another factor that adds to the rarity of the 1997, without mintmark, penny is the growing demand among younger collectors who have developed a keen interest in late 20th century coinage. This rising demand, combined with limited supply of flawless specimens, increases the desirability of the coin and enhances its long-term value in the numismatic market. Over the years, the 1997, without mintmark, penny has been known to achieve impressive results at auctions, particularly when in mint state or with rare errors such as double dies or striking anomalies. These coins, when authenticated and graded highly by professional grading services, attract competitive bidding among collectors and investors. The value of the 1997, without mintmark, penny in its rarest form has been recorded at $1.58 million, an extraordinary figure for what was once a simple cent. This astounding price highlights the importance of condition, rarity, and collector interest in determining the worth of a coin that might otherwise go unnoticed in circulation. For many collectors, the 1997, without mintmark, penny represents both a historical artifact and a potential financial asset. Its enduring connection to Abraham Lincoln, combined with its remarkable auction value, ensures that it will always hold a special place in the world of rare coins. The story of the 1997, without mintmark, penny reminds us that even the smallest coins can carry immense historical significance and surprising value. From its Philadelphia origins to its record-breaking worth, it continues to inspire collectors to look closer at the change in their pockets, because sometimes great treasures are hidden in plain sight. Next is the Lincoln penny. Has always been one of the most collected coins in American history, and among its many issues, the 2003, 1 cent without mintmark stands out as an extraordinary rarity. Collectors know that ordinary examples from this year may seem common, yet hidden among them are rare varieties that can change a collector's fortune overnight. The 2003 Lincoln penny continues the legacy of the coin first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln. Its obverse still carries Victor David Brenner's classic portrait of Lincoln, while the reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, a design that had been used since 1959. Despite its ordinary look, this particular issue has created waves in the numismatic community because of its surprising value. Most coins minted in 2003, without a mintmark, were struck in Philadelphia, and millions entered circulation. However, unique errors, die varieties, and certain conditions of preservation transformed select examples into some of the rarest pennies of the modern era. Collectors eagerly examine their coins in hopes of discovering one of these extraordinary specimens. The appeal of the 2003, 1 cent lies not only in its association with the Lincoln penny series but also in the thrill of finding rarity in what looks like an everyday coin. Errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, and extremely high-grade uncirculated examples are the reason why this issue can reach extraordinary prices. As coin collecting gained popularity in the 21st century, attention turned toward modern rarities that many overlooked. The 2003 Lincoln penny without mintmark became a symbol of this trend, showing that treasures still exist in change jars, wallets, and even old piggy banks. Its status as a hidden gem has made it one of the most discussed pennies of recent decades. Historians note that coins like the 2003 Lincoln penny represent more than currency, they reflect culture, artistry, and the economy of their time. While most pennies from this period remain common, the rarest forms are celebrated as true collectibles that link the present generation with the long tradition of American coinage. Collectors today pursue the 2003 penny not just for its rarity but also for the story it tells. Owning such a coin is like holding a piece of history that blends the legacy of Lincoln, the artistry of American design, and the mystery of numismatic rarity into one small copper-plated treasure. when it comes to value. The rarest 2003 Lincoln penny without mint mark has stunned the market. In pristine condition and with exceptional rarity, certain examples have sold for as high as $1.21 million, a figure that cements its position as one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies of modern times. This staggering value shows how a single cent, overlooked by many, can hold life-changing worth. For collectors and treasure hunters alike, the 2003 penny serves as a reminder that great discoveries can emerge from the simplest places, even spare change. The fascination with the 2003 Lincoln penny without mint mark will only grow as years pass, and stories of its incredible value continue to circulate. It is a coin that inspires collectors to look more carefully, to appreciate the details, and to believe in the possibility of finding greatness in the smallest of things.